Alright, that looks good enough. What about from over here? I am now going to fix a prop shaft right in the taiga, in the middle of a forest or, I don't know, a field. Either, fellows. This is going to be, dare I say it, a massive experiment. You will see that right in front of me I have got a bunch of car batteries, and it actually took us quite some time to source them all. As for what we have in mind, well, some time ago I've heard from some people who I know how they were off-roading in the forest. There was a group of cars, and they were able to power a welder using car batteries. As for what they welded, I think it was suspension bits, I don't even remember. The point is they broke something and they absolutely needed a welder. Before they got to that point, they tried using wire, tape, with no success. Ultimately, they found a few welding rods in somebody's car, connected a few batteries, and powered a welder, allegedly. And in this episode, I suggest we try and see whether you can power a welder off of a car battery. The rods I'm using, well, you'll find these in most garages. They're of the OK46 type. Also, I've got a bunch of batteries in varying states of health. We'll see where each one of them is at in due time. Hey, I mean, this is a good opportunity to go through them and see which ones to bin. Clamps to get everything connected, as well as a grounding clamp. Of course, cables to get everything hooked up. From here, we go through the batteries to determine what's the optimal way to go about this, starting from 1 going to 2, then increasing the amount incrementally, to work out how many batteries it takes, and whether it's even possible to power a welder in this way. Let's do this. Here I've got me a battery tester. We'll set it to 100 amps. And let's check which of these batteries can still be used. This one can take 10 volts, this one is good. What about this one? Looking good. Moving along. Video originally uploaded in 2019. Some of these batteries are good, I like that. And those are the ones we'll be using. And for starters, I suggest we try, well, I guess we can start by using this 60 amp 12 volt battery to power a welder. We've got rods suited to inverse and direct polarity, so we don't care. In case you don't know, direct polarity is when the positive side is on whatever you're trying to weld, while the negative is going through the ground clamp. Inverse would be when everything is the other way around. There you go. Just so you know. But now let's hook some wires up to a single battery and attempt to weld a few metal items together. Let's go. Alright, we've got one battery hooked up. I'll just put this clamp onto here. And now I'll try to weld off of a single battery. I've got a couple of plates right here. This is where we'll be starting. I'll bring them close to each other and try welding them together. Where's the voltage at? It's barely even dropping. There's not much of a welding arc, so the lowest I'm seeing is like 11. Sometimes it's 10 and something, 12. So here's the situation. We've got one battery hooked up, and all it's good for is about 60 amps, right? Not quite enough for a 3mm rod. But the main issue we're dealing with is insufficient voltage. This isn't conducive to a decent arc. I mean, maybe a 1mm rod would do it, and I don't think it'd even ignite. And so, I mean, we can do this differently, like hook up a 100 amp battery, and try this again off of a single battery. Maybe it'll work even. Let's give this a try. So we've hooked up a more powerful battery. Well, I mean to say the current is higher, even though the voltage is the same. And let's see what happens. This was to be expected. The battery swap did not change anything. Just like before, even though the amperage might be sufficient, the voltage is not enough to get an arc going. And so let's hook up one more battery in sequence, get the voltage up to 24 volts, while maintaining the same current. 2 100 amp batteries should be more than enough when using a 3 mil rod. Looking good, now we are dealing with 24 volts. Let's see how things go at this voltage. Have the rods become damp in here or what? The rod is getting hot with this hectic current. So here's the situation, guys. Amazingly enough, you can power a welder off of 2 car batteries, though the arc is unstable. After all, the batteries are not equipped with any oscillators or anything like that that would help sustain the welding arc. But the fun part here, I'm going to knock off the slag and assess the quality of the weld. You will see that these plates have been welded together. Now, of course, there is a bit of a gap, which I left so that I could see where they meet. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to see it. But there is definitely a weld, that's all good. I mean, you're not going to pass an exam with this sort of seam. But the welding was successful, which is pretty amazing. I mean, because we've got 2 batteries, one is 60 amp, the other is 66, and you'll find batteries like that in most cars. Well, at least of this sort, and even of bigger size, such as UAZs, or whatever else people drive around forests and the taiga. But now we know that using 2 batteries, you can power a welder to fix your car if something got broken. Now let's improvise some sort of broken part. Okay, let's imagine we're in a forest and we break the prop shaft. We found a couple of rods in the cargo bay. Alright, that looks good enough. What about from over here? I am now going to fix a prop shaft right in the taiga, in the middle of a forest or, I don't know, a field. Here we go. Weld a spot right there. All right, we're looking good here. Yeah, that I saw. Burned through that, because the current is pretty massive. But the 60 amp rating on the battery is indicative of capacity, while the actual current can go all the way up to 400, 450, or even 500. And all of that is going through here. I mean, it's a lot and that's good. The welder works well, but the arc is unstable. What can we do to fix that? Let's imagine a situation where we have 3 batteries. I suggest we hook up all 3 and try welding with higher voltage. Let's go. 36.6 volts, there you go. Terrific. And over here I've left a spot untouched. There is a gap for me to weld. And let's try this out.
Ого! Ой-ой-ой. Ой-ой-ой. Тут надо уже, наверное,
Yeah, this would require a 5mm rod instead of a 3.
электрод. Нифига не тройку. Вот что
As for the
получилось.
result,
На самом деле,
come on, bring the camera closer.
покажи поближе. А когда
When you
подсоединишь
connect 3 batteries,
видите, вот
as soon as the arc ignites, this is what you get.
происходит. Она
It
прожигает
just burns right through.
сразу. Короче, вот из-за того,
Yeah,
что
with
под
3
ним
batteries and a 3mm rod,
всё, вообще тройку
it is
тройку
just
просто
impossible to weld at this voltage.
уже прям критично
And so now,
невозможно. Поэтому
we'll be using this 4mm rod.
четвёрка.
Yeah,
Это это какой-то
this is
кошмар.
pretty nightmarish.
Честно.
Even a 4mm rod is not enough. I guess I'm better off using a 5mm, but I don't have any in this garage.
Даже нету.
I guess now we...
Надо взять. А
Let's
давайте
break some
что-нибудь
other
ещё
suspension
ходовое
bit.
сломаем. Ого.
What have you brought me there?
Что за узел такой?
Nanotechnologies. Oh, nanotech. This is a steering lever that was cut and some other...
Короче,
thing.
хрень. О, как хорошо.
Oh, this is going very well.
Хорошо пошло, а. Так. Ну,
Here we go.
ага. Ага. Толку
That is some impressive current.
очень много.
So as you can see, 3 batteries give you the ability to weld not just with a 4, but with a 5mm rod. I mean, you can use a 3 as well. The arc is no longer going out like when there were 2 batteries, because of a lack of voltage. But one thing missing here is, well, I used to have a welder of my own, one where you couldn't adjust the current. And so I used a spring to adjust the current. But nowadays, welders are much more advanced. They're mostly of the inverter type, and so I threw that spring away. But if I had it, we could have been able to adjust the current to suit a rod of any diameter. 3, 4mm, even 2, because it would have created plenty of resistance. But this is awesome. 3 batteries and you can fix pretty much anything. You'll see the voltmeter right here. It was showing us 36.6 volts, now it's 36.4, so we lost 0.2, and I was only at it for maybe 20 seconds. Well, that's the total time when the welder was actually on. But yeah, this is good for welding. And you can start a car. You're not welding up a 10 cubic meter tank for water. You are not welding up a 10 cubic meter tank for water. But if you were driving and something broke, 2 batteries and a 3mm welding rod and you're back in business. And this experiment has been a massive success. And that's all I got for you. Watch us, consider subbing. Send in your suggestions, comment. Give this video a like. Alright, catch you later.
Пока.